Good morning, folks. Hey, it's a cold November day up here in Maine, and today I am bringing you to a 606-acre lot in the town of Lee, Maine. This property has almost 4,000 feet of frontage on two separate trout streams. And what makes it really unique is that on the south and the east, this property abuts 2,300 acres of conservation land known as the Dwinell Pond Wildlife Management Area. This is Mattakeonk Stream, and this is the southern boundary of the property. The lot has about 1,700 feet of frontage along Mattakeonk Stream. This is a wild brook trout fishery, and it actually feeds into the Dwinell Pond flowage before it eventually runs through that out into the Mattawampeg River and eventually becomes part of the Penobscot River drainage. So this is the larger of the two streams. Very scenic down here. We've got some deer wintering habitat. That's what the conservation ground is partly protecting. And on our property that we're selling here, we also have some really old growth hemlock and spruce fir down here along the edge of the stream. I stopped here along the stream on the frontage here on Mattakeonk Stream, and some of the cool things the glaciers left behind. This is a boulder. It's as big as a small cabin. While we're here, let's talk about that wildlife management area next door. 2,300 acres. The stream, Mattakeonk Stream, flows through it, and in one section it's a kind of a dead water. Excellent habitat for wading birds, from ducks and geese to cranes. It's just a beautiful place to go paddle a canoe, maybe do a little duck hunting in the fall, and fishing in the spring and summer. The property here has been used as commercial timberland for decades. They're formerly owned by International Paper Company. They did a wonderful job of managing the timber here. And as you'll see in some of the aerial imagery we're going to show you, there's a nice stand of timber still here growing. It's been harvested every 15 or so years for probably decades. But we're down here along the brook. There's some old growth stuff that's never been touched and probably shouldn't be. This beautiful spruce right here. The rest of the land, you're going to see a nice mix of hardwoods from maples, some yellow birch, white birch, ash. It's just a nice diverse forest of hardwoods. Plus you've got your spruce fir, pine mixed in other places, and along the streams you'll find the white cedar that's so common here in Maine. Out here on the end of the road that accesses the property, there are a couple miles, a little more than 2 miles of interior road system on this property, which kind of helps you get around and see most of it. The elevations here run between 300 and 400 feet above sea level. It's a nice rolling land. It's no real steep slopes in too many places, but it's enough contour change to make it interesting. We got some really good soil in here for growing timber. As a matter of fact, we're going to go take a look at another feature of this property, and we'll talk about the soils a little more in depth there. This property actually has a small gravel pit here, which makes road maintenance and maybe future building site prep work much cheaper. So you can come in here and grab some of this material. The soils on this lot are a mixture of Howell and Plaisted, Dixmont, Monarda, and that's all loamy soils. Some of it's quite rocky, so it's not great farmland, although it could be used for some limited to moderate grazing lands if you wanted to clear some trees and pull some stumps and move a few rocks. There is some wetlands around the streams, obviously, where you would expect them to be, but about 75% of the soil on this lot is good to excellent for growing timber. This is a section of the interior road. This is a dirt gravel road. It's in various stages of repair. There's a few places to wash out. You wouldn't want to drive a small car in here with no ground clearance. So you don't need four-wheel drive, but you do need some ground clearance. This is Crocker Brook. The bridge across it, we're solely on the property. Access Road comes in, and this is a nice wooden bridge here crossing Crocker Brook. It's a pretty little stream, runs through some cedar swamp and eventually goes out and joins up with Mattakeunk Stream. Town of Lee is a very small town here in eastern Penobscot County. Lee has about 600 people here as full-time residents of the town. A couple of cool things about Lee. We've got Mount Jefferson ski area there, Lee Academy, and Silver Lake, and there's a public beach and access point if you want to go for a swim on a hot summer day. The town of Lee is located about 16 miles from Lincoln, and Lincoln would be the nearest major service town for hospitals and doctors' offices and grocery stores. Bangor International Airport is about 67 miles south of here. So Lee is a rural area, but it's quite accessible. The price on this property here in Lee is $350,000. The taxes are just $1,500 a year in tree growth. The property has, again, 4,000 feet plus or minus of waterfront on 2 separate trout streams. We abut the 2,300 acre conservation lands to the south and the east. All of this with 2.5 miles of interior road system. Hey folks, thanks for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to come see this property here in Lee, give me a call at 800-286-6164. Talk to you soon.